So very warm welcome to Ms. Rajia Gilani and Mr. Ahmed Raja Yusufi, our guest from Infinity Galaxy from Tehran. I know the expert in the oil and gas industry.
Thank you.
So welcome, madam. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So, at the outset, our prayers with the people of Iran, and now we come back to having your views onto the situation in the crude oil and the bitumen markets. So, our first question, with your permission, is we have seen crude retracing some of the gains, which was which the market witnessed immediately after the announcement of the production cuts by OPEC Plus. So, with this situation, where do you see it headed to?
Thank you, Mr. Parliament. Thank you for your wish for all Iranian people. It seems that almost everyone knows that beside the economical crisis in the world, that OPEC should decrease the 2 million barrels. There is another side for this cut, that's about the political situation in the world, that it seems that the OPEC needs to make a pressure on the USA, and this is another side of the OPEC decision. Hence, at the moment, at this difficult moment, it's hard to answer that the price will how much decrease or increase. But as we also monitor all the charts, it seems that the price will decrease. And right today also we see that the price coming from 97 on the barrel to 94. And in the last 5 days, if you check the fuel oil of Singapore, we see that the increase of the fuel of the Singapore, it's not as much as the time on the 23rd of the February when the Russia war started. There's a jump happening on the fuel, but right now fuel is increasing something around 37 in only 5 days. It shows that this crude oil is not doesn't have enough power to increase the fuel oil and also other commodities, and maybe it will be right back to the lower prices. And also at the other hand, USA also have some other planning to overcome this situation. There are 3 plans that they also announced. One of them is lifting some of the sanctions against the Venezuela to bring Venezuela crude oil to the market. Another one is that maybe they are going to make a new decision to release more SPR. And the third one is the change of the interest rate of the Federal Reserve to make a pressure on the oil prices. And these are maybe some mechanism that maybe USA is going to use it, and also to make a pressure on the crude oil prices. On the other hand, on the 26th September, on the New York Times published a report, an article about the level of dissatisfaction of the Biden performance among the American citizens and the relation to the fuel oil prices. And it shows that from the time that the Russia war started, the dissatisfaction from Mr. Biden is increasing in the USA. And it seems that maybe the OPEC decision somehow is related to the 8th November election in USA. And we should wait to see what the USA reaction to the OPEC Plus prices. But also we think that the price will not be more strong, and it will decrease more.
Thank you. And this also, you very correctly mentioned about the political side of the decision. And at some level, I guess we are witnessing kind of deeper divide, or the lack of trust between the US and the Middle East. So the traditional, very strong relationship seems to have kind of disappeared, and there have been a series of things over the last 7-8 months where it appears that US and the Saudi in particular seems to be drifting apart. and which is a very serious cause for concern for the world at large, because we need to be
You're
together instead of being different. So as a player in the market, we need to be very, very careful and trying to see how
right.
things evolve. So thank you. Thank you for your deep
Thank you.
views on that. And now we come to the bitumen industry and the market. So we have seen last week bitumen prices formed up a bit in Iran. So where do you attribute it coming from, and how do you see it moving forward?
During the last months, Iran export quantity of bitumen was decreased, and on the other hand, some of the refineries in Iran are predicting the increase of oil price, and also based on the demand that they were receiving, they restarted to compete on vacuum bottom seriously. And I can say that 2 days ago, the supply of vacuum bottom in IM was around 60,000 metric ton, while the demand that was receiving from refineries were more than 180,000 metric ton. And yesterday itself in Bangladesh, we faced a competition of over 50%. There are many reasons behind these serious competitions that cannot be justified internationally, but the main reason can be attributed to the current situation of oil price, and it seems that the stability of this current level shows that the market should accept the current bitumen prices, and also I have to say that whether this competition continue or not, and how will be the next movements of the market, all depends on the markets, the oil prices, as well as the future trend of the market. But what is clear, I have to say that the current competition, which might even last, go higher to more percent, like 55% or more among the refineries, can be expected still in our market.
Thank you, thank you. And we have one more question, if we may ask, because situation have been evolving very quick. Do you see, in terms of the overall oil and gas sector in Iran, coming under any kind of pressure due to the political situation prevailing, or that is working as normal?
Right now, it's working as a normal, but because of the new sanctions of the USA against some parts of the crude oil factors of Iran, we saw the pressure on it. But in Iran, we are somehow adapted to the sanction, and also we find a way how to overcome that. It seems it's working normal, but what will be happening in future somehow is not, clear for us.
We hope it remains normal and gets better from here.
Thank you.
We also thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and it was a pleasure hosting you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Take care.
Have a good day.